will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. You know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy Reese on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the grain.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. And the big fella trying to elude the quarterback who makes a short tackle.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. You can tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle for him.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Throws for the tight end. Cutting downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
The Tigers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Touchdown, Tiger! First score of the game goes up.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up a play-action game in the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
shot play. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground with a single back. And he is swung under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And something you'll see this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll make the stop, and now they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Got enough for the first. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Looks as if LSU will line up and punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense.
Oh, he's got it. Nice pickup there. Gives him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. But he's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They are down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's York. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From On the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Gilmore. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains inside the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Get set, get set. Hot, hot. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Bowling. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. Didn't get a whole lot of room behind. He picked up one or two.
Got it.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll get rid of it. And they will score. Kentucky. Timing and better execution. That is just what the quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Boy, how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for you.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity in that spot.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Durham. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, then he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude, just make sure he don't stop every time he has the ball.
That is a great play by the defense. And the most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Break it off. Great job getting it back to the making the lead.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Flips it out on the screen. Inside the 40. Really good service for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there in the invitation.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers come alive on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run...
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score. Every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He picks up the 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that? They'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge or sexy game, and I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Foley. Flips it out to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for a 2-minute timeout. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field.
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation might see a shot play. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, that's calling again.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the head forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football until the fourth down is coming. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. They go to the ground. Out for the first. They'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters of Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Tigers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They started this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take this.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that game, and let my receiver do the rest of it.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They drag him down to number 40. The chains and the screen pass is effective. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to beat the D deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being a more physical and more aggressive team.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
With the catch, it's Anderson. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. You'll get some water inside.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Back to throw. It's Bowling. He wants to go deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move this thing on. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Burrow. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There to stop him after a quick on 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game. You don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lane.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 10 over Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten now. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, it's rolling. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that 3rd down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. Did you see how low the D-line got? And they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup on that play. Picking up 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Make the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They will knock him down just behind the midfield strike from the 48.
Get in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And that'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter.
Set to kick this low.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. So first down will open up the final period. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Bolden. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He holds one deep down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on. That is a good sign for the offense.
And told the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They stop in the backfield and with inches on third down. This field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take the end of this drive to start at 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in there. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here. Statement to get some points.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling here up to the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give to the back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. That's caught. It's Norton. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And the Wildcats are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to send forward on the sneak.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
He's got to do a better job.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after looking for the play. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
LSU.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
Easy.
He's got it on the right. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield. But how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great catch and run for 6. The defense calls a timeout here, 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give, and tick, 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 tick. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
To the air, it's Van Buren. As he lets it go.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open. open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This time on target. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Watson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown. Just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit 000 in a captivating game today in the American. Memphis endured a hostile crowd, and the challenge that always comes with playing away from the Liberty Bowl, and the Tigers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Bolden. Gets it out fast. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point you have the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you. But we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field. Take more chances.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Rodriguez. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. New set of downs after the completion.
Let's go.
Wants to keep it in the air. Takes the grab, it's Morgan. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Over the middle, it's Norton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wide. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. There he goes. He makes the stop at the 33. 10 yards on that play and the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Bolden. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run.
It's
just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Lost to throw on third. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up a
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
2-9 Philly.
From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Fires to the big fella. Finds enough room to get it to 21 before going out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Watkins. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one. They couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they forced him down.
That's one as a quarterback. You throw the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one better next time you get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.